Freunde, mein Name ist Prevent und herzlich willkommen zurück auf meinem Kanal. Mittlerweile ist ich McRipe. Ja, wir spielen heute The Story About My Uncle. Und ja, los geht's. Gut, ich glaube, wir hören uns lieber mal die ganze Geschichte an, weil das ist ja das Wichtigere, als wie irgendeine Musik im Hintergrund. So, und los geht's. Eine Sache muss ich noch kurz umstellen, sorry, das ja, muss jetzt sein.
Aren't you sleeping yet? It's time for bed, honey.
Dad, I can't sleep. Can you tell me a bedtime story?
All right. What do you want to hear?
Something about an adventure.
I think I know just the thing. When I...
Das ist recht nervig, ich weiß. Jetzt muss ich auch noch nachschauen, ob ich eigentlich jetzt auch wirklich live bin. So, mein Kanal. Na komm. Ich sagte mein Kanal und nicht irgendeine Musik. Ah, ja, bin live. Gut, das passt. So, Chat ist offen, das ist offen, das passt. Ja, legen wir los. So. Jetzt rein, jetzt die Story genießen. Und ja, let's go.
I was your age. My biggest dream was to follow my Uncle Fred on one of his adventures around the world. One day, he disappeared.
Ja, und jetzt geht's los.
I stepped into the lobby of my uncle's house. It lay just across the hill from where I lived with my mother, your grandmother. She had tried to keep me from going, but I wanted to see if Fred was home yet from his latest adventure. My uncle used to send me postcards from his long journeys. Greetings from Nepal, Galapagos, Kilimanjaro, the Amazon River. This was the first time he had left without a word, without sending cards.
Sehr gut.
I had visited Uncle Fred's house countless of times, but in the locker, which usually was closed, I found something I hadn't seen before. It was an adventure suit. It resembled the one that Fred used, but smaller in size. Curiosity got the better of me, and I tried it on. It fit like it had been custom made for me. The most mysterious room of my uncle's house was the observatory. There he kept his newest experiments, and right now it held a pad used for disposing of garbage.
Und ja. So, the story about my uncle. Herzlich willkommen. So, los geht's.
I landed with a crash, but thanks to the suit I wasn't hurt. I had no idea where the pad had taken me, but back then I didn't care so much about where I was going, or how I would get home.
Ja, ich habe vergessen, ich habe die Steine noch nicht. Ich spiele jetzt mal ein bisschen eingespielt, während ich... Okay, ich lasse es jetzt mal mit herumspringen.
The suit protected me from falls on the ground, but not in water. I couldn't swim with this thing on. Best be careful.
Oh, come on.
I was sure that someone had been here before me. Someone had built these bridges and carved these symbols, but who? Where were they now?
Langsam krieg ich echt einen Kotzreiz. Ich krieg schon mal den Anfang nicht mehr hin. So. Spielen wir wie jeder normale Mensch. Also zur Info, dieses Game ist so eher Jump'n'Run-like. Du musst halt durch die Welt kommen, ohne dass du eigentlich hier runterfliegst. Wo ich schon am Anfang verkackt, wo es später eigentlich die schweren Parts gibt, Alter. Herrgott! Da. Wenigstens schon mal ein Kristall.
The power core I found activated the suit's grappling device when I picked it up. It must have been left here by my uncle. The grappling device left a sort of symbol everywhere I grappled. I noticed similar symbols already there in the cave, and I was getting more and more certain that this place was where Fred had gone.
So, bin ich schon mal auf der Insel. Ja, weiter geht's, wir warten. Nein! Verdammt! Ach du Kacke, das habe ich noch vergessen. Genug, perfekt. Ja, los geht's. Ich muss ganz kurz auch noch da reingucken. Ich habe vielleicht einen Zuschauer, nein, habe ich nicht. Hatte ich überhaupt heute schon Zuschauer? Ich glaube nicht. Naja, ich spiele einfach mal. So, jetzt ist es halt noch recht ruhig. Aber er erzählt dann im späteren Teil auch recht viel, wie das Ganze als es zusammengekommen ist mit seinem Onkel und so weiter. Und ja. Also die Geschichte ist zwar recht cool meiner Meinung nach, aber ja. Was sie halt wirklich gut können, ist halt Atmosphäre schaffen. Das wird man aber erst später merken. Weil jetzt am Anfang sieht es halt noch wie so nur 15 Game aus. Was sie halt wirklich nicht so gut hinbekommen haben, ist meiner Meinung nach, und das sage ich auch offen und ehrlich, sind die Models von den Tieren, also von den Froschmenschen. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, wie sie heißen, werde ich aber später auch noch mitbekommen. Die sind halt nicht so geil die haben sich halt nicht so geil hinbekommen, weil, naja, sieht irgendwie aus wie irgendwie sowas zerklatscht ist. Zwar auch, sieht aus wie ein Frosch, nur irgendwie hässlich. Kriegst Kotzen. Da jetzt kommen halt die Szenen, wo man halt wirklich merkt.
These blue lights. Did Fred put them here? Or was somebody else here as well?
Jetzt gleich wird man halt wirklich merken, so Atmosphäre schaffen können sie zwar recht geil, aber was sie halt nicht hinbekommen, ist halt dann gleich, das werdet ihr auch gleich sehen. Weil, gebt euch das mal. Gebt euch wirklich das. Also meiner Meinung nach sieht das hier schon mega geil aus, einerseits. Ja, und jetzt kommt es zu dem, was ich meinte mit, die sieht
Hello,
so geil aus.
who are you? You're not from here. Wow, you look just like Fred, but smaller, and with less hair on your face.
She knew Fred. I told her that he was my uncle, and that I was looking for him.
What's an uncle?
I said that he was, that I had known him all my life.
Really? Me too.
Hi,
I'll help you
Mein.
find him.
Ciao, Mein.
I'm Madeline. The others call me Mad Maddie sometimes.
Mad Maddie.
I don't know why, really, but you can call me Maddie. You've never been to the village, right? Let's meet over there in the square. I'll show you around. I bet you can get there easily with your suit thing. So, I'll see you there.
I couldn't believe it. An underground village,
Yeah, wow.
inhabited by frog people, or more like salamanders. Either way, they walked like humans, they talked like humans. How is that possible?
Jupp. Ja. Und Und hier hoch. Das, ja. War mal ein Schuss in den Ofen. Einmal und zweimal. Was gibt's eigentlich Neues bei dir so mal auf?
Hey! Hey! Over here! Hi, welcome to my village. This is the town square, and that over there is Fred's tent. I haven't seen him in a few days, though. Maybe our elder Samuel knows where he is. He knows a lot of stuff. Mostly boring stuff, if you ask me, but it's worth a try. Before asking him, though, you should check out the village. It's not so bad, unless you have to stay for too long. When you're done, go to the island with the windmill, and you'll see Samuel's cove from there. I'll go on ahead and tell him that you're coming. He's not much for surprises. Later.
I thanked Madeline and agreed to meet her later. It was strange. How could I talk to someone who was not even human and still feel like it was perfectly normal? It looked like most of the shacks in the village were built out of trash. Trash from our world. It was, after all, a garbage disposal pad that took me here.
Lust zur Windmühle. Das Problem ist nur wie. Ach so, ich sehe schon.
A stranger in our halls. Welcome. Our name is Samuel, and we will do our best to assist you. Please tell us what brings you here.
I told him that I was looking for my Uncle Fred.
We should help. Do you know where he is?
Fred left us without a word. If you aspire to find him, we can share with you a sacred crystal, a power core. Fred used their kind to power his suit. You can have it if you return our Fred to us.
The crystal? Sweet!
Madeline, that was inappropriate. Your help will not be necessary. The crystal is not for you to have.
What? I want to help finding Fred. Why couldn't I?
Please, Madeline, that is impossible. None of us may enter the chasms. It is too dangerous.
What's the danger? If Fred can do it, so can I.
I say this for your own protection, Madeline. You are forbidden from entering the chasms.
Just because you're afraid of what's outside the village doesn't mean I am. I'm nothing like you. I'll never be.
We apologize. It is true that we want to keep her safe, but she does not understand. Behind us is the power core. Take it and go into the chasms. Find Fred, and if you see Madeline, take care of her.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Sure, Doctor.
I felt a little uneasy about moving on into the chasms. If it was too dangerous for Maddie, would it be safe enough for me?
So, drüben. First, second, third. Ich krieg's kotzen. So. Okay, jetzt weiß ich wenigstens, wo ich hin muss.
Darkness swept over me as I left the glittering lights in the village behind me and headed for the ominous shadows of the chasms.
What?
As I entered the chasms, it struck me how much darker it was in there. The shadows were black as ink, and although I tried not to be afraid, I couldn't help but shiver. Was it the darkness that frightened the villagers as well, or was it something else? Someone just typed something.
Jemand hat irgendwas geschrieben. Aber ich kann jetzt gerade nicht, weil ich gerade streame. Wow, cool.
Maddie?
Hi, I'm glad you came. Sorry about back there. I just get so frustrated.
Ja.
They cling so desperately to what they know, won't ever do anything new. It feels better when Fred is around,
Ja.
but...
I told Madeline I didn't mind, and I asked her what she was doing with the book.
Oh, this? These writings? It's like a secret language. They're done by people who left the village long ago.
Genau.
They're called the Strays,
Ja.
but no one wants to talk about them. I started translating their language with help from a stray book that Fred found.
Na genau.
This one says, "Don't move when the eye is open," I think. I wonder what it means. Whatever. We should get going. Why don't you take me on your back? It'll be faster if you carry me. I used to piggyback on Fred all the time.
Nö.
Turn around and I'll hop up.
Ja, okay, ich schieb da mal die Seife auf.
You're not going to drop me, right? Okay, let's go.
Madeline climbed up on my back, and with the suit on, I could barely feel the extra weight.
Der Moment, wenn du einen Autoklicker drin
The
hast.
winding, narrow tunnels felt like they were closing in on me. They were oddly long and twisting, almost like someone or something had dug them out. With Maddie on my back, I had to be careful not to bump her head on the ceiling.
Well, old life. Let us start anew. The Strays were ordinary people living in the village long ago. They disagreed with the old traditions and left to form their own village, or they were thrown out for misbehaving. The stories differ a bit.
Der Moment, wenn du zu blöd dazu bist. Hep. Einmal. Zweimal. Dreimal. Oh, das wird knapp.
Seemingly bottomless pits loomed below us, everywhere in the cave. The further we got, the more I felt like what faint light existed down there was getting fainter. I was really glad that I wasn't alone.
Beware. Of what?
What was that? I had never heard a creature sounding as terrifying, and I imagined it wouldn't be happy about visitors.
See that glowing plant over there? I bet something will happen if you use your grapple on it. Told you so. It is really dark down there. You're not scared, are you? 'Cause I'm not.
Sekunde mal. Ich muss mal kurz rausstellen. Das kann vielleicht wichtig sein, das halt vom Teamspeak. Das kommt von dem TS. Ja.
You just sent a message.
Jetzt sehe ich den Chat schon wieder nicht. Ich krieg's kotzen.
Someone just typed something.
Ich soll kurz da rein. Ich komme gleich.
Has been muted.
So, weiter geht's. Ich habe nur kurz das noch einer Kollegin erklären müssen, wegen IPv4 und IPv6 und den ganzen Schmachfu. Und ich sehe schon wieder den Kack-Shit nicht.
Fred has been with my people since the first villager was born. He helped us build the village, taught us how to speak, and helps us with everything. He taught me how to read and write as well. That's how I could learn to read the writing on the walls.
Warte mal ganz kurz. Der Moment, wenn du dich etwas zu stark kratzt und danach blutest. So, weiter geht's im Programm. Oh, gut. Jetzt weiß ich, wie ich es machen muss. So nicht. So. Runter. Pflanze aktivieren.
Hey, someone poked you. I suggest poking them back.
So, Escape, da. Ich komme gleich.